oh, the economy is bad because of Biden, while they have other people on Fox saying the economy is doing great now because of Trump. All they do is they lie about everything. They just flood the zone with lies. Watch this.
So the first thing is, when you talk about the economy, this is Joe Biden's economy, and we inherited $2 trillion of debt, the highest peacetime deficits in American history, a $1.2 trillion trade deficit, which fundamentally means we're not making enough of our own stuff.
Then speaking about flooding the zones with lies, you then have Jeanine Pirro, who I guess used to be a judge, but thinking about being in front of her court with her lack of ethics and her despicable behavior is a frightening concept in and of itself. And so she's like, of course, Abrango's MS-13. Look at his knuckles. It has marijuana, skull, cross, smiley face. As one commentator noted, got to avoid those dangerous neighborhoods where everyone has smiley face tattoos. Here, play this clip.
And he's got all the tats. And don't tell me he's not MS-13. I had a gang unit in my office. I had gang investigators. You've got marijuana, you've got the skull, you've got the plus, and I think you've got the smiley face. He's telling the world he's MS-13. And you know what?
I'm not sure if you saw this going viral. It says someone who was a tattoo artist for 30 years commented on YouTube that he's seen this tattoo many times and it means smoke weed to get high, love God till you die. See, this is why due process is so important. Look, I don't know what the tattoos mean. It doesn't say the letters MS and the numbers 13 on it, but you're entitled to due process even if he was an MS-13 member. You know, at one point in time in his life, the Trump first administration gave the guy a work permit in 2019. So clearly the Trump administration thought that the guy wasn't a gang leader. Why else would you give the guy a work permit and have him show up once a year? He checks into ICE. He was a member of a union. He's married to an American woman. He has 3 American children. You give the person due process. If it turns out that they're affiliated with the gang, you have to determine if there's a crime that is committed. And then ultimately, if we're dealing with a migrant, yes, you could deport, but then also deporting to concentration camps is not the remedy, especially where there's a withholding order saying you can't do that. We're just a nation of due process. Okay. Even like people in the Taliban, if they were here, the Supreme Court ruled in the United States, you got to give them due process because you can't just jump to the conclusion, oh, this person must be a felon. This person's definitely a criminal. Because taken to the logical conclusion, you point at anybody. You're a felon. You're a gang member. You're this. You go to concentration camps. You go to a court. You put forward the evidence. That's our system. If you think it's slow, if you think it's messy, too bad, so sad. We have a United States Constitution and we have still a Supreme Court that says you have to have due process. That's just it. It's not a debate. It's not a discussion. There's no, some legal scholars say, no, there's due process in America. You don't like it, move to Russia. Okay. Here's Lori Chavez DeRemer, the fake pro-union labor secretary who hates unions, won't even support the PRO Act, was just a total liar when she was a congresswoman in Oregon. Here she is right here, again saying the job numbers show we're doing great. The Trump economy is booming. After y'all were just saying that's the Biden economy. Play this clip.
Here last month, we said we blew it out of the water, and we did. And with President Trump at the helm, I'm telling you, he mentioned to the American people over and over again that the golden age was coming. I will tell you the golden age is here. Exactly right. Again, this is another great jobs report, exactly what the market expected, better than expected. And I couldn't be more honored to serve under the president with these jobs numbers. And now as I continue on the road, we're going to keep pounding the pavement and these numbers are going to continue to go up.
Good news for. Let's bring on Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Let's have Bernie Madoff. This guy's worse than Bernie Madoff. It's like Bernie Madoff level. And here he is lying and he's like, gas prices are down 189. Gas prices down 189. Here, watch this.
We had the biggest decrease in energy prices for a single month in years. Energy is down substantially. I am told that in parts of Florida, gasoline is $1.93. And that's an automatic tax cut for the American people. So we're probably going to see a lot more car travel this summer. And, I think things are in good shape. And,
I saw some people speculate how Donald Trump even got to this number of $1.89. And it's possible that like people in his administration were just showing him data that talks about the price of gas that before it goes through like the actual market price. And so, is that what was going on? As Ryan Cummings says, POTUS team seems to be showing him the cost of wholesale unfinished gasoline, which does not include the cost of oxygenates, ethanol, and all the distribution marketing costs, and telling him this is the price of gasoline you're paying at a pump. It's like when he tariffs the penguins, right? It's like when he tariffs, he comes up with these made up formulas. There's no logic to it. It's just stupid. And that's the thing with this. I just want there to be some intelligence. And you want to know who comes with intelligence? Democratic Congress member Jake Auchincloss. I like that he goes on Fox. He stands up to them. Here's what he says here. Play this clip.
So do you concede that it takes a little time to reset the equation after all of that? And do you hope that the president is successful in creating a strong economy at the end of this, once the deals are worked out with a lot of major countries?
Martha, I was a Marine before I was a congressman. I'm an American before I'm either. I want this economy to be ripping and roaring, regardless of who is president. But what I am seeing is a president who is more interested in the valuation of his meme coin than he is in people's 401ks. What I'm seeing is a president who, along with Howard Lutnick, is self-dealing on crypto. And by the way, Howard Lutnick owns his own crypto business on the side, instead of worrying about the strength of the US dollar. This is concerning to not just me, it's concerning to the job makers across America who have to make decisions about hiring, about capital equipment, and they're all pulling back. And when they pull back, you tip a good economy into a recession.
Then you have Office of Management and Budget Director, the author of Project 2025, Russell Vogt, who, by the way, right now is taking away $1 billion in mental health and money for helping students address mental health issues in schools. They're getting rid of $1 billion. They blame all of the gun violence on mental health, and then they just remove $1 billion for mental health treatment. Here's Russell Vogt talking about, potentially giving Elon Musk big contracts. Play this clip.
You may get some pushback on this. The budget phases out the grossly expensive and delayed Space Launch System rockets, the Orion capsule, after just 3 flights. Essentially, that will be replaced with something. Is there a chance that Elon Musk could benefit from that?
Look, this is $1 billion investment in the Mars. We're doing both. We're going back to the moon as part of the Artemis. We've protected exploration funding that's open to all companies. Elon Musk hasn't been a part of the NASA budget conversations at all. And we also provide resources for what we're doing on Mars. We do believe that after Artemis, that it's time to look for lower cost, commercial, cheaper vehicles that allow us to be able to not have the cost overruns and the delays and the expense that we've seen in the SLS and the Orion program. So we're not doing anything that would in any way delay what's necessary to get to the moon.
And finally, I go back to this right here. Remember Peter Navarro on Fox? What was this? April 2nd, April 3rd, whenever it was, April 5th, whenever it was. 90 deals in 90 days, 90 deals in 90 days. We have 0 deals. No Deal Donald is his nickname. It's ridiculous. Anyway, tell me what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers.
The truth is more important than ever. Check out our new Truth Over Lies collection at store.midastouch.com. All 100% USA union made.